Oh, hi, this is Lisa Swank with Artful Inspirations. It's my new YouTube channel, and this is a uh, collaboration that I'm doing um, with Gina Ahrens and other artists, Cindy Utter. Um, Maybe I shouldn't say that because I'm not really sure if Cindy's there, but she probably is. Um, But this is a collaboration of the Perfect Artist Palette. It's kind of a spin-off of the uh, makeup palette videos that are being done by the makeup gurus on YouTube. So this is the artist version of the Q&A. And we have 8 questions. And the first one is, what is your favorite mark making tool? And if it's a pre-made one, I have to say stamps and stencils, um, because it puts nice texture into your mixed media. And the homemade tools would have to be lids off of things. Lids are square or round, and they're all different sizes, different shapes, and makes wonderful mark making tools. And the other one would have to be bubble wrap, and that comes in all different sizes also. And we can't forget our hands. Our hands are our best tools that we have for playing in the paint. Let's see. And number 2, which thing can you not live without in your emergency travel art bag? Palette knife, a brush, pencil, or nothing. And if I really had to choose, it would have to be a brush, because you can use a brush for drawing, you could use a brush for painting, and you can use a brush for scratching in the paint. And number 3, what is your favorite palette for skin tones? Now, we're mixed media artists, and so we use a lot of different things for skin tones, different mediums. But if we're talking acrylic, I would have to have white, unbleached titanium, Naples yellow. The red would have to be Quin or alizarin crimson, and blue and green, burnt umber, and yellow ochre. If it's watercolor, it would have to be yellow ochre, burnt sienna, alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, burnt umber, sepia, or moon glow. And I don't think that's set quite right. Move that back just a little bit. And let's see. Number 4 is, what is your favorite we'll grab out of the house if your house is on fire art supply? Mine would have to be watercolors, because I just love them. I love how they move on the paper. I love how they move and blend in the water on the paper. It's just, I just really love watercolors. And let's see, number 5. What one art supply, which I don't have just one, would I recommend out of my stash to a friend? Well, if we're talking about what's the easiest or simplest, I would have to say pastel chalk. It's real easy to use. It's forgiving, and you can add another layer over a mistake, or you could just brush it off. It's really forgiving medium. And also watercolor pencils, because you could draw your picture and then make it into a watercolor painting. Both of those I would recommend to a friend. And let's see, number 6 is, there's 8 questions. What is your favorite budget-friendly art supply? That would be craft paint. You could pick up craft paint pretty cheap. It's very inexpensive at stores like Walmart, Michael's. I mean, I've seen it like 50 cents a container, and they have a lot of colors. 50 cents, 69 cents, $1. That's pretty inexpensive for what you get out of it. It's a pretty good art supply, especially if you're practicing. Number 7. If you could pick anything in the world to get for Christmas and add to your stash, what would it be? I would have to say the Caran d'Ache water-soluble crayons. I just would really like Santa to bring me the whole set. And let's see, number 8. If you could spend 2 hours with anyone, dead or alive, and make art with them, who would it be? In the 9th grade, I studied Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. I like them both. I love studying both of them. But if I really had to come down and choose between the two to spend my 2 hours with, it would probably be Leonardo da Vinci. He wasn't only a great artist, he was also a scientist, and he contributed to the medical technology of his time. And my job's been in the medical field, and I like science. So if I had to choose, it would probably, it's pretty tough because Michelangelo is pretty good. He like his sculptures, and but it would be Leonardo da Vinci. Now I should say bye right here and hand this over to Gina. Again, this is a Perfect Artist palette, a spin-off of the Makeup Perfect palette for artists. So anyways, bye, and I'll turn this over to Gina, and I don't know what she's going to do with it, but it's done. Bye.